Hi everyone, so we're going to do a little bit more on Surds today. I did a video before which was just the basics, sort of simplifying one term, so now we're going to do a bit more. So a question again, it's non-calculator, so it might ask you something like this. Simplify fully square root of 50 plus the square root of 32. So if you remember from my last video, I suggested you write out the square numbers at the side of your page. I think that's still a good idea. So we're going to write the numbers out. So 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. Just write them out. And just it's good practice to do that. That just helps you when you're looking for factors. So now we're looking for factors of square numbers and another number that goes into the values that we have here. So we're going to think about this square root of 50 first. So square root of 50 separates nicely into 25 times 2, doesn't it? 25 times 2, so that's all under a square root. And then the next term is 32, so we've got 16 times 2 for that one. Okay, right, so we've got these two. Let's simplify them like we did in the last one. So here we're going to have 5 whole times by root 2, and that's what that becomes, because this is the square number, and the square number, the square root of 25 is 5, so that's the whole number. And our second term, the square root of 16 is 4, but the square root of 2 is just the square root of 2, so that's why we write it like that. Now, we have here an opportunity to simplify, like it says in the question. So we're going to, because they're both the same, they're both root 2's, it's a bit like when you have x's, you can add them together or subtract them. So we're going to say 5 root 2 plus 4 root 2 gives me 9 root 2, and that is our final answer there. Right, so that's that question. Let's have a look at B. So 80, so the square number that goes into 80, so it's not that big, it's 16 times 5, isn't it? So if we write that 16 times 5, all of that under a square root, and then our second number is 20, so that's going to be 4 times 5, so that would be, yeah, that's the largest one we can find, so that's going to go like that. And then we need to just separate them like we did up here. So 16 is 4, isn't it? So 4 times root 5. I don't need to write the times in. That's going to get rid of that because we don't need to put that in. It's easier if we don't. So if we say it's 4 root 5 plus, and then it's 2, the square root of 4, isn't it? So 2 root 5 like that. And just put this down a little bit. And then what we can do is simplify those because they're both root 5. So now because they're both the same term, we can just say 4 plus 2 is 6 root 5. And that would be the answer to that one.